Here. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for watching A Touch of Tarot. My name is Genevieve. I always get emails and people are like, I don't know your name. It's Genevieve. You can call me Jen with a G. Hope you're all doing well. I am going to pull some random cards and see what's going on this week for love, or love energy, I should say. Hi. I did just finish a whole bunch of readings. I'll send them out right after. And I know I have some more that were booked today. Thank you so much, everyone. I love that. And I will get on those. Good morning. So I'm going to pull some cards, literally just asking what's going on this week. And I think I'm going to start with this deck, actually. And then I'm going to use the Lover's deck. Ooh, good. I got a good vibe from that, which I haven't used forever. It's my Burning Question deck. For those of you that book the Burning Question reading. I have no music on. Like something's missing, but that's because I'm on my phone. That's why. So I hope everyone had a really B-I-A-N successful weekend at the least, one way or another. I was resting a bit more than after I did that special last week. I think it was Monday. Oh my gosh, because there was so much. I got so many readings booked and I had to do them in 24 hours as I agreed. Took out so much of my energy. It was really weird. Like afterwards, I just crashed a bit. So it was good though. Okay, I'm ready. Let's begin. So we're going to ask, first of all, what the overall energy is, and let's just see what's happening. I mean, I've been having a lot of crazy dreams. Some of you may be feeling a lot of pressure. Thank you so much for the likes, everyone. And what the pressure has to do with, okay, this is the things I've been picking up. Ghosting, communication, like contact, because for many of you, you know, it's just like, how long can you wait type of a thing. And I don't know what to suggest, because are you ready for change, or are you ready to live in the past? Are you trying to live in the past type of thing? You know what I mean? Because the change comes with doing something that's uncomfortable. So if you're trying to connect with your masculine or reach out, or if you're stressing about that, that's kind of what you already know. And the other end of that would be to let go, really. But that's scary, right? For many people, that's very scary, understandable. But it just depends. Do you want change? Do you want to take a chance? Do you want to see how far the other person will go? If you've been ghosted, and this is a message I'm getting from a lot of people, sorry if I haven't responded to your emails. If you've been ghosted, maybe you can find the clarity in that. Maybe it's time to accept that, really. I know people don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. It really is the truth in one way or another. Like, accept it. Just walk away from it and see what happens. But the thing is, you can't put a time frame on it. And that's unfortunate, because you really have to live your life. It could take a year or two. And people say, why bother with the masculine that's like this? I don't think the masculine means to be like this, or the feminine, whoever's doing that. I don't think they mean to be like this. There's just people in this world that are very sensitive and they get scared very easily. And it's so much easier for them to just disappear and focus on work, or ignore love, or be with someone that's not their true love, than to actually face love, or to face, you know, a commitment and doing what they know they should. So that's why, you know, the time can be forever. And then I read for so many people and their person came back to them. You know, one lady I know, 30 something years later. And not everyone wants to, if she had a life in that time, she had kids, she had a divorce, she's single. He came back, but he wasn't single. He was like a tycoon, like owns all these hotels and stuff. But he was married, and he told her, like, I never stopped thinking of you. I thought of you every day of my life. please, like, come out here, live out here, da 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 da. And she's not gonna, after that long, she's not going back to a married man, that's for sure. But they talk, and they talk often, and that's the love of her life. And he left her for a woman that looked better, in a sense. High intuitive Empress, looked better, head, like she was a show off. She was very like voluptuous and showed off her body, which who cares? I'm just saying, like, he went for the, you know, what we would consider almost the devil, in a sense, you know. But I would love to book a reading with you. Just send me an email. You found something crazy out. I hope it's a good crazy. Let's try to focus on the good crazies. So point being, time can take a long time, and that sucks because we can't force someone else to realize how good it could be. And I think that that's part of the lessons we learn in life, is just about, you know, sometimes you just have to take clarity where you can get it. And it doesn't hurt to try and ask for one last bit of clarity. And if you don't get your message, that's the clarity. Hi, Anke. Just to suggest, like, I don't like to suggest that stuff without actually looking into it. Because sometimes just getting a reading, this may sound really cliche or something like that. Sometimes getting a reading brings this stuff to you. And I'm not trying to big myself up. I'm pretty sure it's for every reader. Sometimes you give a person a reading who hasn't had communication in forever, and because you've kind of brought them some form of clarity, the next thing you know, sometimes right after the reading or in a few days. For me, when I was going through like a really tough time and I got a reading years ago, she told me like everything is not what it seems type of thing. And it really calmed me down. And about a month later, when I had forgotten about the person, when I was doing my own thing, I was going back to school, I was in class when this happened, I got a phone call from him. And this isn't my DM or anything, but this is someone who I thought was very important to me at the time. I got a phone call from him. Like, I went outside and I took the phone call, and I was very calm. He was so angry because that's the only way he could reach out, was to come forward with anger. And, you know, like, why did you do this? Do you know what my life has been? And I was like, I'm sorry. Like, you know what I mean? But point being, it did happen. It took a month after I spoke to her, but that's just everything happening in its good old time. But there's so many people I do readings for, and they'll email me right after, and they'll be like, you know, I don't know if you care, or I don't know if you want to hear this, or if you like feedback, but like, he just called, or he just messaged, or he just liked my photo, or something like that. And it's been months since that's happened. So that's pretty cool. Anyhow, let's begin. Let's see what the energy is for this week, what's moving forward. For some people, I know my readings, you know, this is not a soap opera. So this is not a continued storyline. So I get a lot of people that say to me, like, what last reading was this and this reading is this. Well, it's not a soap opera. This is just different energies I pull every time, every single time. If it's the same energy, sometimes I feel it and I bring it out, right? So solar plexus is at the bottom, and I'm going to pay attention to that first of all. Why? Because it feels like a soap opera, but my readings are not like the continuation of the soap opera. I want to point out this because I think that this is the most important chakra. I mean, I'm a Gemini. Our throat chakra is very important. Heart chakra is very important. But this is where I feel you get your life force energy. It's from your solar plexus. And I actually don't do research on the chakras. But there are some, like specifically this one. I am constantly drawn to messages from it. I am constantly drawn to using that energy force. I think it started when I was taking... I don't know if it was a course I was taking or someone that I heard speaking on it as well, about using that to be a magnet. And, you know, do you ever feel, and this is something I picked up on the week, people feeling like they lost their spark. Well, this is where your spark is. Don't lose your spark. And if you've lost it, go and get it back. It's very important. you know, that fiery energy you have when you're younger, or when you had no fear, basically, when you were fearless. You don't have to be younger to be fiery. It's really important to have that energy, because that demonstrates to other people how you feel about yourself. And I'll tell you, I had a lot stronger of a solar plexus chakra years ago. And I was even thinking about that. I'm like, I'm going to get that right back, because I didn't have to explain myself to anyone ever. And I still don't do it. But back then, when you have a strong solar plexus, people will just know you right off the bat. It's like they'll feel you. It's a very important chakra to pay attention to. So please do your own research on it. First card that came out is balance. So this is a beautiful card to have to start with for the energies of the week and what's going on. If this week is restoring balance, then we are blessed. I mean, I want to call this the Magician card, but I don't feel that it's the Magician card anymore for some reason. I feel like it's well beyond the Magician card. This is something coming into full circle. This may be someone coming to a conclusion about where they were out of balance and where their powers lie in front of them. Like what categorizing, something about categorizing. And that is important to restore balance. It is an important theme. Because if you put things in categories, you can look at where you're off. So we have an energy here. I mean, this is definitely a masculine energy. For some of the feminines, we may have to restore our masculine energy as well, like balance it out, or maybe lessen the masculine energy. For me, I would say I would have to bring some more masculine energy. You know, you notice like the masculines, they don't chase, they focus on, you know, unfortunately, they're focusing on things to distract themselves, but there's nothing wrong with a good old-fashioned distraction. Like there isn't, really, when you really think about it. Why not get distracted? Get distracted in nature, get distracted in whatever passionate, artistic things you like to do. Go get distracted. Stop worrying about what other people think about you. Right? That's kind of a masculine energy there. I feel pretty balanced, but I'm just saying, I could relate to that in a way. We have the World card coming out first, which is great, because this is walking away from the bullshit. This is, and look what's at the bottom, the Temple Path, and it's almost like this person is walking away from the bullshit and going through a portal. I'm always feeling this portal energy here, and like just sucked in to this new temple path, this new path. This is the end of a path that you've walked a long time, because this is a spiral. And it's like you just walk here and you just like are sucked in to this new energy. And maybe for some of you, this talks about you claiming the feminine goddess within. So maybe we all do need to do some balancing here, or maybe both parties, both sides of this is happening to. The masculine side and the feminine side. The goddess of the moon. We have the new moon coming up on June 3rd. Hello, Geminis. Because that's me too, right? Love it. Let's see. Let's pull from the moon deck. So we have this energy of balance, new beginnings. Temple path. I like that. Goddess of the moon. Conclusions are within reach. At the bottom, we have surrender to the divine. So, when is the next full moon? In June, the next full moon is on the 17th. These are both energies of a full moon. There could be conclusions coming into reach. This could be all working its way towards some final huge conclusion. And that would be nice. You know, but I think we're all getting tired of hearing that, this conclusion. But you know what? It's coming in different waves for different people. So some sort of a conclusion will be coming towards some people. And it's important to surrender. Believe in the impossible and surrender to the divine timing. Surrender to it. We have no other option at this point. That's how I'm feeling. Like there is no other option. The real option comes in what you choose to do next. Like, so do you wait now or do you go and explore? You know, and the thing is, I'm up for exploring. I really am, but I can't force myself. I can't force myself. I just can't. So, you know, I have really good people around me, but I'm not interested in them. And the other thing is that I would recommend for some of you, this is something, my own advice as well. People around you that are interested in you and you are not interested in them, tell them. Because here we are wanting to have some sort of a conclusion or clarity in our situations. Are we being clear with everyone around us? Because I realized I have a few people that are very interested in me and I am not interested in them that way at all. And I was hoping we could just hang out once in a while or be friendly. And like, I'm just getting the vibe they don't get it. Even though they're not coming out directly and saying, I want to be with you or whatever. They're saying other things like calling me babe. I fucking hate when people call me babe if I'm not your babe. It really pisses me off. Anyhow, but like stuff like that. And I'm like, I gotta just be honest with you. Which I haven't even done yet. I'm going to be doing it the next time, you know, they call me. And I'm just going to say, like, just so you know, I'm not interested in you like that. And the thing is, I'm just telling us all to do that because we're asking for clarity. So therefore, we have to live by what we want. And if we want people to be clear with us about their feelings, like our masculine or feminine, we need to be clear with everyone around us as well. So just keep that in mind. Just live by what you want. And that's the truth, okay? Okay, let's see what these cards have to say. This is a beautiful gift. Thank you so much, Claudia. She has the most magnificent twin flame story. I wish I could write a book on it. Personal transformation and healing. This is what's going on this week. There is going to be balance restored. There is going to be a new path to walk if you choose to. You are going to be claiming your feminine and masculine side, and you are going to be walking away from all the bullshit and walking into this new portal. This comes with a personal transformation. This comes from healing. We have the peacock, and I always forget what the peacock stands for, but I know it's like transformation and beauty. And then we have literally the personal transformation. This card has all the planets. All these cards have something different in them. I don't know the name of it right now, but they all have something different in them. But it's nice that one of them actually has the planets, because this is what's happening. Planets are aligning. You're welcome, Nicole. So I want to pull from the tarot and see what else it has to say. I'm using the Lovers deck. This is the deck I use for the burning question, which is, if you want to book a burning question reading, it's one burning question, which usually is this my twin flame or is this my soulmate or something like that. And then I do a mini tarot reading with a separate deck. I really love that reading. It's on my list under my videos. I believe it's $45. It's really good. It's a good reading if you have a simple question, and you get a tarot reading as well. So not a simple question. I can't say that, because those questions aren't simple. So let's see what's going on. We have this person becoming balanced, you know. It could be, when I see this goddess of the moon, for many, it could be that you have to pick up more of your goddess-like energy. Like, balance that out with your masculine. Remember, you are the goddess. Like, remember it. It sounds a little corny when I hear it coming out of my mouth. But remember that you are special. Remember you are magical. Remember you have that special little thing to you that, you know, that's solar plexus shit. Really, it is. Okay. Here we begin. Contemplation. I love this card. And I hope you guys can see it, because this is about someone you have a very strong connection with. This is probably along the lines of these very deep soul connections, twin soul, twin flame, soulmate, divine partnership, whatever you want to say. We have a masculine here. Contemplation is the word that's written. And let me see if I have my little book, because I will See if there's a story behind it after. Point being, this man cannot get his mind off of the feminine, even if they're not in communication. Even in his picture, her back is facing him, which tells me they're not in communication. The fact that this instrument, which I love instruments in my reading, it tells me it's about a deeper connection, is not being played. It's not in his lap. So we have this person here contemplating over what to do. Why am I not with her? I miss her so much. How do I move forward? To him, this woman is like an angel. In the picture, she even has her hands in prayer. That's probably subliminal for him praying, for her to kind of either somehow get dropped in his lap like an angel, like, you know, living in La La Land, you know, take some action. Anyhow, but I could imagine that, you know, he's praying for her. So he draws a picture of her praying. And there's music notes as well, I believe. Let me just see if there's a little story with this card. This is the Hermit card, yes. Withdraw, introspection, and retreating. Okay. He went against church policies. However, it was his love for this lady that caused the biggest scandal. The story of their forbidden love is set out in Abelard, Abelard, 1130 book. The history of my climates. Huh. So this was forbidden love. I didn't remember that, but here we go. Look at that. This has to do with forbidden love. And at the bottom of the deck, we have that transformation happening. Is that what's holding this person back? Are they feeling, I almost feel like this person feels like they're going against what they've been taught their whole life. You know, don't listen to your heart. Don't this, don't that. That's an issue. People have always taught people not to listen to their heart. And that's just unbelievable. So hopefully now in our generation, we're going to teach children differently, because the heart is the most important thing to listen to, because that tells you what's good and bad. So this person is stressing out about what others consider forbidden love. Not him. He can't stop thinking about this woman. So we have a week starting off so far with someone who is really contemplating about this whole situation. Who knows exactly what's going on? But I feel like on the other end of this, the feminine energy is brokenhearted. I do feel that, because I see the Eight of Swords at the bottom there, the tears, but they're magical tears. None of your tears go wasted. Let them out and then move forward. But, you know, they are not ignored from above. They are known. They are noticed. They are valuable, because that's you shedding your pain, and that's you releasing. Those are magic little dirty tears full of pain. However you want to put it. But they're special. Six of Coins, Seven of Arrows at the bottom. This, for me, this combination, just looking at that, and here we have that Eight of Arrows again. It doesn't want to come back, because you know why? Some of you, this masculine, he's lied and deceived you in some ways. And I'm not going to say, like, I don't know exactly how, but just looking at that, he's crossed the boundaries of your love. Like, you guys have a very strong, powerful love, and whatever he's done, it's crossed the boundaries in some way. And you kind of focus on that in a sense. You can't forget it, but it's important to forget it. Just a side note, okay? So what this is saying, I'll get into that again, I think, after. I get lost here with this. Six of Coins to the Seven of Arrows. This is what it tells me straight up off the bat. You got to just give it to yourself. Give everything to yourself and walk away from this situation. This person is sleeping. It's not in a forever sense. I don't feel that right now. Anyone who's thinking about you this hard, you don't actually get to walk away from them. There's just a cycle that has to happen. There's something that has to happen naturally. But for your peace of mind, you know, so you're not here crying these magical tears of sorrow. And you know what else? Let other people give to you. If there's another man in your life that wants to give you, and you're comfortable and you're honest, let him give it to you. Like whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be in a love situation. Maybe just someone just wants to like open the door, or just, I don't know, buy you breakfast at work or lunch at work or something. Let them. Let people start giving to you. Because I think that a lot of the divine feminines are used to being the givers. Always. And the 7 of arrows, 7 of swords, in the normal deck, people are going to say that's sneaky behavior. Don't regret it. They're going to say it's sneaky behavior. I've always said it's something you have to do on your own. It's not better depicted, but in this card. You know? She's not being sneaky. She realizes that there's something false here in the connection, something that isn't absolutely right and perfect. And it's not that it has to be perfect, but she realizes there's something wrong here. So she's walking away. This could also represent some of the feminine, because I picked up on this a while ago, are with someone they don't want to be with. And it's time to get the heck out of there. It's time, for some of you, this is a total different direction. It's time for you to leave the person you don't want to be with so the other person can come in and give to you. Interesting. So, I love this card. This is my king who's fucking blind. This is the issue with this guy, okay? King of Wands. Beautiful. Where do I begin? The wand here, first of all, is the divine love. Back in the background here, we have nothing but dead trees. So this man is finally putting an ending. The sun is setting here. There's 2 crows in the background. There's a dark energy behind him. And he's finally kind of seeing what has been in front of him this whole time. He has an eye patch. He also wears his crown that highlights his third eye. So he has an extra eye, and it's almost like this eye is saying, hello, look over here. And he's holding the wand, and it's like he's following the stick as he watches it. This is an energy for me, and it always is in my readings. I will always say that when I do the readings. This man is coming to light about something. This is a king who's finally seeing the light, I guess we could say. Now remember, he's covered in a dark cloak. He has death all around him. So this isn't easy to come out of. But we have the 2 of Wands at the bottom. And I feel like this is just him awakening. Seeing that oyster, seeing that pearl, seeing what he hadn't seen all this time. And making a choice to go for it. He's going from the dark to the light. We have someone here, and it's so far it's a masculine energy. He's going from the dark to the light. He has a few things he has to face. A few wrongs he has to make right. And that's just life. Hi, Righty. That's just life. Sometimes you got to make your wrongs right. Yeah, I mean, this card keeps on popping up at the bottom. This is illusions. This is lies. This is things that have to be right. And he does. This came up on the side like this. This is the 5 of Wands. This is not only about making wrongs right. This is about fighting for love. It really is. And it's not just one person here. There's a man and a woman. There's other people trying to interfere. I actually am only seeing 3 people here. But I'm imagining on the outside the other sticks are being held by other people. Who knows? It could be someone has to choose between 2 men even. It could be a man has to fight off the things his people say. It could be family. I don't know why I almost said brother, father. The things that everyone says around him. But this is fighting for love. This is facing your stupid secrets and your stupid lies and fighting for what you really want and saying, I'm sorry, I lied. I don't know. I'm big to get over a lie. I don't know why. If you admit it, I just love the truth so much. I can forgive a lie if you admit the truth. And I'm not one to lie too much. And if I did, or I made a mistake lie or something like that, like, oh, I did lie about that, I would just say it. Like, I did. You're right. That wasn't right. That was wrong. That was a lie type of thing. So, oh, I love it. I just love this deck so much. I want to see what's on the bottom here. Oh, it's so cute. Okay. I don't know where to begin here, because I'm going to begin here. Because to me, this Justice card is the exact same version. You and your masculine are doing the exact same thing. She's not drawing a picture of him. She's working on herself, because she's like, I'm going to become more masculine or whatever. I'm going to focus on my coins. But in the background, in her mind, wherever she is this man. Is this energy that she cannot forget, and she will not forget. That's her love. He's holding an arrow, and she's like, when is this coming in? When is this coming in? And at the bottom, we have the Fool, the New Beginning, the Innocent card. But more importantly, this is my Twin Flame card. This is Triumph. This is everything in one. Everything you want. The world. Triumph. But not only that, the string that she holds, it's never being released. This connection is never being released. This is divine, beyond divine. Like, this is happening. This has the possibility to happen. And it's just so beautiful. It's like, I feel like these two would be saying to each other, like, I've never forgot you. I've never let you go. Something like that. It's very emotional, actually. Like, you know, the ship came in. Like, I never let you go this whole time. It would be just like normal. Like, you'll get back together like nothing ever happened, and you'll never be apart again type of thing. We hope. Who knows? We don't know what the next part of the journey is. Maybe it is union and then separation. We don't know. But that's the thing. No one knows. So I'm going to end it here. This is beautiful. And you're both on each other's mind. Stay energetic. More importantly than staying positive, stay highly life forced. Stay high on life. Get there. Do it. And I promise you, you get to this energy and you get it on a really high level and you keep it there for much more than 50%. Let's just say 75% of your day, and you do it honestly, you get this. I promise you. I know that.